And we're back. Okay. Let's get the wheel spinning to see what the next game will be. Okay. Chaos World. Okay, this will take a little bit of setup. So let me get the things running that I need to have running for it. This is digging back really far, but just like Sword of Jade, I have played Chaos World before, and it was put on my YouTube channel, and it is one of the first things I did with my YouTube channel. There are several, like 5 to 10 minute long clips of me playing through Chaos World, up to a certain point until my computer at the time died. So this would be a return to a game that I played a very long time ago that I don't really remember all that well anymore. Let's see. At the time, I was one of the only people to have gameplay of Chaos World up on the internet in video format. Let's see. Wrong one. Closed it. Sorry, like I said, this is going to take a little bit to set up because I don't. Let's see. Okay, and make sure it is running properly. So I wasn't using that. I must have been using this. Can't keep using that, I guess. Not working. Something is not working properly here. The game is loading, sort of. You can hear it. I might be able to hear it through my speakers. Noises. There are going to be a lot of noises, it's true. Okay, well, let's swap over to in-game. Okay. Okay, so the sound effects are going, but I'm getting no visuals. I tested this before we started. maybe I will have to use a different emulator. All right, well, let's try this then. Let's see if this works. Okay, well, you can at least... All right, I can see the mouse. All right. Give me one moment. What the? Something happened to my stream? One moment. Oh, that's why. Weird. Okay. So I think this one should work. Sorry for the delays. There we go. Yep, Natsume. Let's see, input. Let's check pad 1. Okay. Input. Adapter, external options. Options. Input. Pad 1. Okay. Looks like everything is set up on this end. Close that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to reset the timer because all this nonsense going on. Okay. Okay. This is Chaos World, an NES game. One of the last RPGs produced for the NES. It was never ported over here originally because of, well, because it was one of the last before the SNES started. And it is unique in several ways. It is also one of the first instances of a day-night cycle in RPGs. It's just interesting for a lot of reasons. All right. Fighter, knife, thief, wizard, priest, shaman, or bishop. Go knight. Six points. I don't remember at all what a lot of these do, other than the very obvious don't fear, press a button. Well, now I wasn't afraid, but hey, Kenzie, you just woke up? And you meet the king today. If your father Mars were here. Well, whatever. Why do we even bother? Don't worry about it. Some good NES sprite work here. I mean that legitimately, if it didn't sound like it. Suddenly concerned about several things. Have you heard the princess is ill? A little slow, eh? Well, fuck you. Nothing to see here. Ah, so you're Kenzie, the daughter of Mars. Yes, I know. You want to cure my daughter's illness to gain fame and glory. The many have left, never to return. Oh, I need to change my category. That is the correct... Yeah. Okay. Also, ever since the awakening of evil prophecy, monsters have gathered outside in large numbers. Do you still wish to go? Well said, Kenzie. Go to the arena on the first floor and fight the monster there. If you win, you can go. Otherwise, give up. You won't survive. Let's see. Probably this way? Yeah. Please enter. The funny thing about the old... Oh, right, that pops up if you don't do anything for a bit. Funny thing about my old playthrough, in the 2 hours I have allotted to spend here, I am likely to catch up to or surpass where I was in the old YouTube playthrough. Let's see. Well done. Return to the king. At the time, YouTube videos could not be that long, so... Also, he kept a giant slug in his basement as a test for adventurers. Well done. You're Mars's daughter, all right. You have my permission, or you have permission. Be careful. I give you a donkey and 100 gold for travel expenses. 100 gold and a donkey. Do your best for Melody's sake. All right. Weapons. You gonna buy? Thanks, friend. Actually, I should check. Okay, it's the select button that does that. Whip. Okay, we start with a short sword, leather armor, leather shield. Okay, that's a magic shop. Need any? Your loss. If you want to equip magic, it'll fade. Oh. It's an inn? 2 guild, or Gil? Why am I calling it Gil? I know this is very Final Fantasy 1 and all, but like... This is the guild. Can I help you? Oh, right. You need the king's permission. So you can create, you can recruit new characters to come along with you as well. So, have you business with our church? Who needs aid? Take care. Nothing to see here. Trying to remember how one saves in this. If there's a rest point, save point. Sure might be in Rarm. My husband's not back yet. I'm worried. Become an adventurer. See the king from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I know there's a day-night cycle, but Mars, protector of Rhodesia, lives here. I wonder how sick the princess is. Should probably check back home. Mars blood is finally surfacing. Oh. That itself should also be concerning. One moment. To the north is Ron. Go there first. A chemist lives there. Actually, maybe buy a helmet. Yeah, let's get a helmet. That seems like it would be a good idea. Okay. Immediately into a fight. Okay, so attack, assault, use MP, pyramid, defend, attack, assault. So fights in this are attacks or fights in this are automated, at least to a degree. I'll click fight here, and without actually controlling the fight, they'll go based on the tactics that I assigned. So that in and of itself is very different than most RPGs. But for me, very reminiscent of some of my favorites. So it's different. All right, I'm supposed to go north. Great. There was a ring, right? I could probably get a ring. It also can be a little easy to get overwhelmed if you're not careful. Oh. So as I was saying, it's a little easy to get overwhelmed if you're not careful. Well, that's just a straight up start over from the beginning, I guess. So I don't think we're catching up to where I was on the old playthrough, actually. Okay, go on. My fault, really, for thinking that I could take on a praying mantis. Should probably talk to the king after doing that. Okay. Leather helmet. Yep. It's useless. You sure? Useless, huh? All right, let's see. Herb, dual herb, tri-herb, poison herb, para-herb, stone herb. I'll have a straightforward naming convention. Okay, so, let's try. Good night. Only this city knows about the prophecy, so keep quiet. Okay. Now that I'm on this map. Whoops. They're missing a lot. That's fine by me, but oh right, I forgot. They actually will use healing items on their own as well. Damn, I got fucking messed up by those bees. Almost surprised I made it, to be honest. Okay. Need some items. There's supposed to be a chemist here. Are you the one? You want the potion? Give me flower of impression. It's a key ingredient. Flower of impression, huh? Damn. If I had a rope, I could get over the pit. Hint, 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 hint. Yeah. But you didn't buy anything. Weapons? What do you got? Chain. Well, that would be the next upgrade for me, probably. Hey, I hate window shoppers. Yeah, I saw you out there. What's he mumbling about? Your Mars, I used my rope to cross the pit, but the monsters were tough. As a team, we'll be fine. Want to try? Okay, let's go. Kenzie got a rope. All right, so I got a second party member. That'll be very nice to have. Rhodesia. Wait a minute. Revolve. We're only open at night. This place is Rarm. Yes, yes it is. So, okay. I guess I should buy more potion or more herbs then. Okay. How much until level up? Because I feel like they'll be pushing the R and L buttons like they're going to do something on an NES game. I feel like I should probably grab a few levels while I can. Okay. Or at least one more level before I go in any further. All right, level 2. How far for Balin there? 9 for you. 5. All right, one more for Balin as well. And in the meantime, we will... Oh, there's the passage of time. I'll go check that tavern, since they're only open at night. Welcome. Want a drink? The owner's happy about rumors boosting business, though they hurt the princess. What a scum. A scum. It's a secret, but the priest of Rhodesia has a huge navel. What? Princess, take this. You brought it for me? Yes, we risk our lives for you. Thank you. Here's a token of my gratitude. Smooch. It's nothing. Hee hee. Thanks to the rumors, I'm not hurting for cash. Maybe I should just... hi. Hey. Yeah. No, that is most certainly meant to be naval. This game was never brought to English. This is a translation. But it is a fairly decent translation. Six. So you can't be very much left for you to get to the second level, right? Only 2. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get you to level 2. And then we're going to rest in the inn. Depending how much... Oh. You just picked up a lot of hit points, too. Okay, we'll go ahead and go to the inn. Right, okay, so inns have a base cost based on how far from your starting town it is. And then also based on either number of party members or how many levels you have. And I can't recall which that is. I think it's party members. That would make the most sense, but... Okay. I like that the donkey just follows me right into the dungeon. Snail Master. Okay, I enjoy that there's a monster that specifically makes these weak enemies a lot stronger. 3. And just from that, I'm going to head right back out and rest again. Because, damn. I'll give it a shot. Holy shit. Damn. Can I not interrupt it? Holy shit. Oh, no. No. I'm eating shit today. Wait, level 2. Okay, so it seems you automatically save when you rest at an inn. Thank God. I did not remember that detail. Okay. So clearly I'm not quite there yet. What's up this way? This is Nazal? Got a weapon shop, Nazal? Yes, you do. Iron swords here in Nazal. Iron helmets as well. Alright, so this game is going to take a lot slower an approach. I'm going to need to grind to play this one, it looks like. Oh no, what a shame. Caveman. How unfortunate for you and your known hatred of grinding. I know. I'll just have to suffer. But I'll do it for all of you, as difficult as it will be for me. A lip flower. Oh, okay. Such a grand and noble sacrifice. I know. I'm just that I'm just that sort of person. Humble too. Well, that was quite a bit of experience just from walking around a little bit. Okay. We'll save, or rest, rather. Okay, so it is distance from hometown and number of people in your party. Makes sense. Okay. I'm going to go back to Naval. Get into enough fights to buy a iron sword. Which shouldn't take too much time, because it really wasn't that expensive. After we get an iron sword, I will come back to Rarm and rest, and then we'll try taking that cave on again. Was it 160 or was it 140? I think it was 160. I'll play it safe and get into one more fight. That wizard looks like he was wearing goggles. Right. It is nighttime. I can't do that. 14 gold to say. I think that 14 gold is just slightly... will put me slightly beyond what I need to afford the weapon. So we'll walk around town until morning. Does make an interesting loop, using nighttime to train or level up and daytime to try to get into town. Okay, that still counts as night. Gnome mage, master mage. Gotta love it. It's a good thing that saving happens so frequently, I suppose. But god damn it. Absolutely wrecked by a bunch of gnomes. Gnomes will get you, apparently. Yeah. Okay, let's double check on that sword to see how much it's going to cost before I do this. Oh, I have exactly enough to buy it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Attack at 24. 4 more points of attack. So 28 attack. Where's that? Actually, what are you equipped with? Short sword. 24 attack. Okay. All right, since I've done that, I'll go ahead and head back to Rarm and doing significantly more damage. Okie dokie. All right, with an iron sword, I'm wrecking shop. That's good to know. 38 experience. Okay, with that, I will rest at the inn. And then I'll try the cave again. Should be in a much better position to do so. All right. Snail Master went down pretty quick. Level 4. Fallon is level 4. Poison snails. Is anybody poisoned? I'm already back to, I got poisoned. And I don't have any antidotes. This is going to be a very back and forth affair, I feel. Kenzie fainted. Yep. Okay, now, is this the kind of game where resting restores you, or do I have to go to the temple? Let's go to Nizal first. The shops might be better. Oh. Your party members talk to you when you sleep. That's interesting. But first, I need to head back and get Kenzie back on her feet before we do anything at all. As always, turns out poison is no joke. I do business with our church. Ooh, you must donate half your money. That does it. I mean, that's not the worst mechanic I've seen for reviving party members. But damn. Alright, well, I better buy some, let's see, poison herb. Couple poison herbs. Okay. And a few regular herbs. Oh, can I sell my short sword to you? Yes. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something. I'll rest to save it. Okay. Snail fights look instantaneous now, so that's good. Progress. That's fast. Okay. Using herb. I just try to keep pushing in. We sure missed a lot this time around. No complaining, of course. Okay. More orcs. All right. Use rope to get across this gap. Damn, that donkey is an acrobat. Okay. 11 to the next level. Poison snails. Well, at least no one got poisoned that time. Pegasus. No, I don't want to use that. I don't know what that is. If I had to guess, it's an item to take me out of the dungeon? Maybe? Okay, this dungeon is much more manageable with a few levels under my belt. Who would have thought that the answer to an RPG problem was leveling up to overcome it? Five for Balin. Damn. Dad was heading to bed a bit early, so kittens had to be moved, so I didn't end up waking him up later. Understandable. I made it through the dungeon, but I feel like I'm going to have to head back to town immediately after making it to the other side. Oh, I found a warp, apparently. Huh. I love that warping animation. Okay, how much do I have? 160? Or 260, rather. Did that use the item up completely? Because, yes, it did. Okay. It's going to be a slog from there, probably. All right. Chain armor, I think. Yeah. Yeah. 22 defense right now. 27 defense. Wait, are you wearing a helmet? No. So I should get you a helmet as well. Well, not here, apparently. All right, well, I can get you a leather helmet back here. Also replenish my supply of herbs, I think. Yeah, this is the kind of game that's going to be slow going, I think. Right, no, I think was there even a weapon shop here? Right, yeah, right here. Okay. Get you a helmet on because your defense is quite low. 18. Okay. And I noticed this town didn't show up on my when I used the item to teleport. This town did not show up. So I'm wondering if did I sleep here at this town? I don't know. All right, let's buy some herbs. And by some herbs, I mean a lot of herbs. And then we're going to sell that leather armor. 25's not bad. All right. One more save so that I don't end up having to redo the should I bite it. Okay. Better prepped now, by far. Okay. All the herbs. They're doing, it looks like they're doing 1 damage to me each, per attack. So it's more of a battle of attrition at this point. A lot of orcs living in this cave. $47. It's going to take a little bit to get to the next level. Yeah, the battle rate is quite high as well, encounter rate. But as an NES era RPG, that's to be expected. Okay. Into this forest. Walk 3 steps, fight, walk. 3 steps, fight. Walk 3 steps, fight. Yeah. It's not the worst I've seen, but it is not forgiving. All right. I am looking for a special flower. I don't know if this is the right flower, but it's a flower. I guess it isn't. That flower doesn't count, apparently. I'm wondering if I just... There are multiple flowers in this forest, so I'm wondering if I just have to find the right one, or if it's, like, in a treasure chest or some such. Pity. What is a snail master without his snails? What a loathsome state to be in. Oh, that one's fast. Oh, well, I got an herb out of it, so... Ooh. Goddamn. That was rough. Only 3 experience, though. You thought fighting something that could crush you in a few turns would net any kind of gain? How foolish of you. I am, however, not very far from leveling up, just as a matter of course. Another herb. All right, gone. There we go. Level 6. At level 6 for both of them. Are fighting something every 3 steps, so yeah. Nothing here, huh? How many herbs do I even... Okay, I have a few herbs left. That's not too bad. Nothing here, huh? I'll pass on the gnomes. They're not worth it. They give nothing of value. Huh? A no gnome zone. Yeah. Also, what do you mean nothing's here? Did I miss one? Or is this not actually where I get the flower? Which would be weird and vaguely upsetting. Oh, nope, there it was. Okay, it just happened to be the last flower I looked at. Okie doke. It's all good. 81 till next level. But now I gotta manually walk back to the town. Got quite a bit of money building up just from doing this. Okay. I've got the flower that you need for the potion. Got the flower impression. Okay, here's the potion. Hurry. Give it to the princess. I'm going to save, just in case. Got that bee. I enjoy how we don't have bees here. We just jump straight to bee lords. Sometimes a penny will meow mournfully. It's true. Please help the princess. Please help the princess. Got the potion. Quick, give it to Melody. Please enter. So, Kenzie's your name. Thank you. I'm feeling much better. Did well, Kenzie. As a reward, I recognize you as an adventurer. You may use the guild. Try looking for companions. Kenzie, you've heard the prophecy, right? It's apparently related to the Idea religion. Idea was to blame for the Great War long ago. I want you to check it out. Go to Rival first. I grant you permission to enter Rival. Anyone can learn magic even if you don't have MP. So we'll be able to use it. Oh. It'll be rough. Good luck. You can't bring a donkey into the cities or castles. Why? Manners. Yeah. Makes sense to me. You can totally learn magic even without MP. You just can't use magic without MP. I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Okay. The guild. My husband finally came home, but he really stank. I laughed for ages. Rude. Oh, it's not funny. Hey, get this dog off me. What? Is this the guild? Looks like it. This is the guild. How can I help you? Or can I help you? Okay. Okay. Looks like I can have... Looks like about 14. Waitress needed. Oh. You can take random jobs, huh? In the Rhodesia pub. Recruit. So you're looking for help. Nande and Wendy, the wizard. I was also looking for companions. I'm Wendy, a wizard. I mean, obviously I'm going to take the priest too. I'm called Nande. I wanted to help. So I waited here. Okay. You're too busy. I'm counting on you. Anyone else? Okay. So what's that do exactly? Okay. Oh, so I have to... Okay, I've got to actually set them as the being in the party, apparently. Change. Okay. So So does giving someone a job, does that earn passive income for me, or what's the deal with that? Badge, item, heal. All right, well, let's grab you some more magic. Flame, light, large flame, siren, heal, poison, sea, antima, anti. Could use a little clarification on what those last ones are. Go with that for now. Okay. Poison seed. Or cure, rather. Flame? Yep. All right. And they actually have stuff for a spellcaster, so... Whoop. All right, let's get you equipped. Okay. Now sell your old stuff. Can I only sell at the item shop? Okay. Old staff. 25. 5. Yeah, that's fine. I was told to go to Ruval, and I have no idea where Ruval is. You better bring herbs. You can't always expect me to save you. True. Your friend has been waiting for you. Sorry, because I hit a customer's touching my butt, I got fired. But I still got my pay. I mean, that was the right call, Wendy, but... Okay. Interesting. Okay. Are they all the same level? I guess so. But hey, 200 free bucks. Well, not free. Let's be clear, that was not free. What do you have equipped, Wendy? Flame. Let's get you, large flame. Before I, forget. Large flame. Ancient, oh, I don't have enough anymore. We'll get you a... We'll at least get you a magic ring. Ancient staff. Ancient staff better than the old staff. Because it's more older. All right. All that done. Let's rest at the inn. That checks out. Yeah. It does not. Okay. Plan. Let's go the order here. Kenzie, Fallon, Wendy, and Nande in the back. Okay. No, that's totally how it works. Having a full party makes this a lot easier to travel. I wonder if Ruval is to the south or if I need to go north. Okay. Looks like I need to go north for that, actually. This encounter rate. Flowers with giant lips were foretold. So long ago. At least the combat's snappy. The same amount of fights in another RPG would probably have taken a lot longer. Okay. So, you're the first one to mention that there's no sound going on. One moment while I get that fixed. That is absolutely not intended. I had the sound set up for... So I had to swap emulators. Had I known there was no sound going on, I would have fixed it a while ago. Here I am bobbing my head to music that no one can hear. Okay. Okay, and... Okay. And that should be better. maybe you turn that down a little bit. In fact. There we go. Shame, because the music in this is actually quite good. Very of its era, but quite good. Pass the cave, walk along the coast. Don't go into the forest. Starting to work on the thing. Don't get assimilated. Unless you really want to. I mean, who am I to judge? I'm not sure if the thing is compatible with whatever I am. Bug zapper squirrel. The hive mind calls to all. You may pass. I may pass, but where am I passing to? That's a dead end. Those are big frogs. It's not like guaranteed to not affect me, but if I recall correctly, it reacts poorly to fire. It does. It does react poorly to fire. Witches. That's right. What's going on here? This is again, costs 12 gold. Man, if I could, that'd suck to be the original host. Imagine getting assimilated twice. This is the capital of Duval. You're also a traveler, eh? I'm Roger. Wow, this place is a mess. What's happening here? Prince Levin's actually been kidnapped. I hope he's okay. God, I'm starving. You sell magic. What do you sell? Freeze. Yeah, I'll take a freeze. To be fair, I don't think there's much of the original host left after, by the time it's got proper control. So, the thing has proper control the moment you touch it. The question is more, more if you're aware or not. There's a debate whether or not the thing lets you, like, retain your mind, or if you're just, like, immediately gone. It's just that good of a, mimic that, it's difficult to tell. I could have sworn everyone touched the thing several times. No. Anyone who touched the thing directly, like actually skin-to-skin contact, they were gone. In process of dealing with it and petting the dog. Okay, you may have a point with the dog. Oh. Let's see. looking for help. Orion the Shaman. Sorry, but please find someone else. Oh. Fine. Guess I'll have to watch the John Carpenter's The Thing. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's easy to say search for the prince, but it's packed with monsters outside, and none who left have returned yet. I only watched it for the first time like last year. I've streamed it a few times. I don't recall if you were here for those streams or not. Back when I was streaming movies a lot. I don't know if I ever specifically hear you cite The Thing as one of your favorites, but I'm very much not surprised. To be fair, when I say I've streamed The Thing, that was way back in Procaster days. Like a decade or so. Back when we do movie marathons or show TV shows and such. This is Ruval Castle. Sure is. To be fair, the only person I specifically remember being there for that stream was Snowy. I remember someone, possibly you, telling me several times that it would probably be something I'd enjoy a fair amount. Whoever it was correct. Back when a live stream was the name brand and not an action, right? Where's Prince Levin? Dea, that's the least of our problems. There won't be a Ruval soon. Oh, I absolutely love The Thing. It's so good. And it's also such a goddamn shame. Give me some food. Let me out. Oh, I can just barge in and talk to the prisoners. Okay. It's such a goddamn shame that the sequel happened. At least the way it did. As long as I can feed my kids. I do love when things stop being specific things and just become generalized word for a thing. I can like the opposite. When something is so awful, but there's no proper description for it, that you just have to use the word thing in reference to it. The city's in chaos. Prince, my son Levin, has been kidnapped. We've had food and money ransomed. Little remains. Please, save Levin. It's the king's room. I am Ragan. I am pledged to my utmost loyalty to the prince. My men are looking for him. Oh yeah, Nintendo had a whole marketing blitz about how it wasn't a Nintendo, or games weren't Nintendos. It was a Nintendo Entertainment System. But yeah, maybe it should be generalized. That'll learn them. Good. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm very much not a fan of Ninty right now. Yeah, no, I get it completely. They've done some things that I'm displeased with. You'd think they were pretty strong if they managed to kidnap Princess Levin. I enjoy that your party members talk to you when you stay at the inn. If I ever get a Switch 2, it'll be secondhand. Just be careful with secondhand Switch 2s, because There are some issues with the second-hand Switch 2s, including coming pre-bricked. Ghosts. Dusts. If you ever get one, it'll be because you tested it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or secondhand from a place that guarantees, you know, that'll work with the ability to return. I'm not sure if and when I'll ever be interested in the Switch 2. Maybe. We'll see someday, perhaps. I admit the new Mario Kart would have the pose you gave me is bizarre. Yeah. It is bizarre, I will admit that. Wasn't particularly interested in the Switch. I got interested in the Switch at a very specific time when the pandemic started, when I had to cancel that vacation, and I was interested in the Animal Crossing that came out. Then they released Pokemon Snap on it, and could not. Understandable. I think right now I'm done with Pokemon for the foreseeable future, unless something really hits my interests. And even if it does, there's a very likely chance I'll pass on it anyway. Because Pokemon is specifically the sticking point at the moment for me. That's an oasis. ZA looks interesting, but not compromise on my morals neat. I don't know. ZA doesn't actually look that interesting to me. Like, even if I weren't specifically, even if I weren't specifically avoiding Pokemon stuff right now, I probably wouldn't pick up ZA anyway, because it doesn't look that good. Last Pokemon game was Sun and Moon. Haven't touched the Switch games. So the Switch games sure exist. Damn. That was rough. And I'm poisoned. I think ghosts would be okay. Maybe not. Damn. Okay. Run, of course. I'm surprised I made it back to town, to be honest. So, I'm conflicted with Pokemon. Like, I'm not terribly interested in their innovations. I don't think that Pokemon as a series, the innovations matter to me very much compared to a lot of people. In fact, I feel like they regress in many ways with many of their recent games. Okay, do they not have a temple? If they don't have a temple, that's rough for me. I didn't play Sun and Moon. Better at X and Y, but not necessarily good. So I never played X and Y. Despite X and Y having my favorite starter. Well, no. Oh, well, survived that somehow. When the vote comes up, I'll submit Might and Magic 7. I might eventually play the Might and Magic games on stream. Maybe. The cave was down here, wasn't it? Oh, there we are. Well, it's a town, anyway. Okay. Does this town have a temple? What I need is a temple. They don't even have temples. Let's see. Stop paying attention to the innovations when they introduced Pokemon pageants, but didn't let you play the game through without gyms still. Split the game, you could raise a team battle or raise a show. I feel like if Pokemon ever did a game specific or with pageants as the focus, it would probably be its own separate spin-off. Or so it feels like. This is bad. Maybe how much? 257? I wonder. Maybe if they have a Pegasus, I could really use one. No. Okay. So I did like Sun and Moon, like a fair amount. More than I thought I would. Let's see. And I missed X and Y because I didn't have that system when it first came out. That is a monkey. I was run off by a monkey and a pair of witches. Man, this is rough. This is very rough. And this is also the wrong way. I was reminded of see, Might and Magic because of not being able to resurrect when you take a nap. Oh. I got deleted. Okay. Just trying to remember where the cave mouth was at. If I could just find a temple, I wouldn't need to care about it, but don't suppose there's a healer inside the palace, maybe? There was a cave east of the castle. So, I knew that there was a cave east of the castle. The problem is I blinded it completely. Yep, there it is. So, just running by, I just saw it as a tree. Let me in. Let me in. Really? Ugh. I don't recall being attacked on this coast at all on the way here. Failed to run. I'm dead. I'm gonna start over from... Oh, wait, no, he healed before. Okay. It's wild that you got caught up to by snails. If I die here... Okay. God damn. How much do we have left? 297. So, it is best to buy some weapons first. Okay. Chain. Okay. Resurrecting party members costs half of your current gold. That was an accident. Hey, I'll take it. It's better than having the cost based on level. But I can't stay at their inn. Do I have any herbs left? I'd imagine I'm out of herbs too, right? Yeah, I am. Okay. Iron. Nice. Okay. That's not half, that's 4/5. Actually, why did I... Okay. 14. You need more gold. But I don't want to go back out there. Okay. Well. Dead. Immediately dead. Yeah. The thing is, though, it's nighttime. And all the shops are closed at night. Okay. All right, I'll go resurrect you. Resurrect you one more time. That'll leave me enough money to stay at the inn, and then I'll sell the excess item that I had. I didn't think to sell it until after I walked out of town and it turned night. Okay. Also, you can't sell items except for at the item shop. Poison herbs. Oop. Yeah, that's fine. I'll at least make my way back to that town in the desert. I can at least do that. What FF1 area is this? This is Chaos World. It is an NES RPG, so not like to Airthen that I played last stream, or the first stream rather. This looks better than FF1. So Chaos World is a late NES RPG. It came out right before the end of the game's or the console's life cycle. And because of that, it was never brought over stateside. Music's pretty great so far. I love the music in Chaos World. Not to throw shade, I actually really like FF1, but I like a lot of the older FF games. A lot, actually. Okay. Goes in there. FF1 is the game of all time. One moment, I gotta check something. Okay. Stay at the end. You've been saying the same thing for quite a while, Balin. You should maybe consider saying something else. Maybe I won't cross the desert. Maybe I'll go this way. Monkeys. Apes, rather. I think the pixel art is really good in this set too, actually. Wow, this town needs some infrastructure investment. So this town's under attack, or was attacked. Its prince was kidnapped. And I'm actually on a mission right now to rescue the prince. Oh yeah, the fights are automatic. If you look at the screen here, there's a planning phase you can do. You can set the order of the party members front to back. Then you choose their tactic. Attack, assault, use MP, recover, magic attack, pyramid, save MP, defend, so on. So they will automatically execute, as you can see. And because of it, fights go by really fast. Or they can. And then you can interrupt the combat to tell them to follow a different plan, or tell them to run away. Chaos World is the first auto battler. I'm not sure what game first did this with fights. I don't know if this is the first one or not, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me, but it also wouldn't surprise me if it is. This is also the first instance in an RPG of a day-night cycle. But you didn't buy anything. That's correct. Because I meant to go here. Steel, iron. Iron helmet would be nice. Let's buy an iron helmet. That's a hefty price tag. Should probably talk to the townsfolk. The West mines haven't been used for years. Now it's just a nest of roaches and bats. Roaches. If you're going to the mines, avoid the desert. It's safer to follow the mountains. Yeah, I found that out, thanks. Save the prince, please. The guild jobs are class-specific. Only specialists can take them. Oh. This is Rapona. Law ape. It's safer to go through the mountains, immediately attacked by apes that just rip the shit out of your face. I had a weird thought, bordered on some isekai shit earlier today. And also could make a fun concept for an isekai. I enjoy conceptual isekai, probably more than actual isekai at this point. Balance level 8. What's this? We need the king's permission. Oh. was thinking about some chores needed to do and thought I should change classes to do a cleaning job. What if I could just turn into a maid? Oh, we can solve that for you. I mean, I could just do that, but, like... So... Isekai'd into a maid? That reminds me, there actually is a, I want to say there's a tabletop RPG specifically for that kind of setup. I can't remember what it's called, but I was shown it a long time ago. Specifically, the idea went along the lines you could change jobs to any job. Yeah. Makes sense. But it is funny you mention that because one of the things I've been thinking on lately, or rather something that came to mind when I was dozing, trying to sleep a week or so ago, is the idea of like coming across the status screen for reality and being able to select people and allocate their attributes and change their job classes. Master PC. Kinda. Change species. So the original thought was like it would start slow, just it would allow you to allocate unused attributes and skill points, and then later on gain the ability to change job, class, gender, race, species, etc. To be fair, if you were a shapeshifter, the original form becomes moot. Yeah? No, it doesn't. Original form is actually extremely important for a shapeshifter. Unless you are literally just Shapeless the Shapeshifter. In which case I would say that being Shapeless the Shapeshifter would also be very important. Energy beings and whatnot. Roaches. I was thinking about possession the other day, and I had the possibly applicable to shapeshifting. Those are some tough goddamn roaches. Lazy bat? Roaches be tough, man. Yeah, but I think there's a difference between roach tough and the roaches I fought here. I've only got like 5 minutes left on this one. I should probably wander back to town and try to save. More roaches. kind of sheath. It's a barrier for the. It's an interesting idea. So kind of like making, let's see. Okay, yeah. I should probably say exactly what it means. Creating a mental sheath where you create a mental reconstruction of your original form as you take possession of your new form as sort of barrier between you and the fact that your new body is completely foreign to you. So it feels like you're operating your original body, and the new body is being more puppeted than controlled. Or controlled directly. Basically like making an interface, or that taking direct control is possible, but not recommended without a lot of training. Sounds like a, what about extra/lack of limbs? So that sounds like they kind of, like a starter spell, or starter ability that a shapeshifter would be taught. And then, after they get enough experience, they could just go direct. If they get enough experience. Have a couple of these white shirts. Slap those on my casters. Oh yeah, that's quite a boost. Not as big a boost for the one wearing the silk shirt, but still a boost nonetheless. Basically, the further the form is from your original form, the more training you're going to need. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. Turning into a snake is probably going to be very challenging. Alright, I'm going to save one more time here. Also, the sheath is helpful even if you transfer to the same species. Well, yeah, bodily construction, all bodies feel, work differently, even in the same species. They're all going to feel very weird, and I imagine the sheath would run interference in the sensations of the new body, of at least mitigating to the point where it doesn't drive you insane. Okay. All right, there's only half a minute left in this, so I'm going to go ahead and call this to the BRB. I'm feeling everything is wrong, but everything is wrong. Okay, we're going to go BRB for 5 minutes, five or 10 minutes, and when we get back, we will run the roulette one last time. See you soon.